The latest on a shooting investigation in Lexington that injured a 9-year-old boy.
With several areas still covered in water as last week's heavy snow thaws out, emergency management officials in Franklin County are now also monitoring the potential for heavy rainfall.
We're getting one system out of the way, starting to get a mixture of sun and clouds, but now our focus turns back toward the south and southwest. Mild temperatures, but that comes with a price, a lot of rain. I'll show you your latest forecasts coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. I'm Barbara Bailey. Bill has the day off. A 9-year-old boy is fighting for his life at Kentucky Children's Hospital this midday after he was shot in the neck this weekend. Lexington police responded to the call of shots fired just before 6 o'clock Saturday night at the intersection of Hollow Creek Road and Russell Cave Road. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is live in that neighborhood now with the very latest on a possible suspect. It's our top story at noon. Kristen?
Police have released this composite sketch of the man they're looking for. They've also released pictures of the car that they believe that he is in, but so far they say they have been unable to track him down. His victim, a 9-year-old that friends of the family are identifying on a fundraising website as Antonio Murillo, suffered a gunshot wound to his neck Saturday. Lexington police say he was with his family driving near the intersection of Hollow Creek Road and Russell Cave Road when someone fired a bullet into their car and hit the 9-year-old in the neck. Friends have set up multiple fundraising pages for Antonio and his family. We caught up with a neighbor walking around asking people if they recognize the man in the composite. She says she's a friend of the family. She's worried about him.
My hope, he comes through, the little boy comes through. He was just a fun, outgoing little boy.
We did just talk with Lexington police. They say they are getting some tips about who this man could be and where he is, but they are still asking for more information, and they do want you to give them a call if you have any idea who that man in the composite sketch could be or who could have that Nissan Maxima that they're looking for. Live in Lexington, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
Kristen, thank you. And police have confirmed to WKYT that the child is still recovering at Kentucky Children's Hospital. Investigators say 2 people found inside a burning southern Kentucky home were shot to death. Firefighters were called to the home on Slate Ridge Road in the Lilly community yesterday morning, where they found the bodies of Donnie and Sharon Jackson inside. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says both were killed before the fire started and that it may have been set to cover up the crime. Their grandson lived with them. Police say he came home to find the house on fire and called police. No arrests have been made. We'll have much more on the investigation coming up in a report on WKYT News at 12:30. Cleanup continues this midday at a Lexington business that was damaged by fire overnight. The fire broke out around 2 o'clock this morning at Interplex Plastics on Brentwood Court off Nandino Boulevard. Firefighters say plastic baskets were on fire inside the business. The sprinkler system put out most of the flames, but there is some smoke and water damage inside. Milder air has pushed into the bluegrass, melting much of the snow from last week's winter storm. But with the warmer temperatures also come several days of rain. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live in our First Alert Weather Center now with an early look at the forecast. Micah.
Boy, does it feel good outside. I mean, we're all in the 50s right now, except for a few spots there in the 40s, but still, we're all going to finish in the 50s when it's all said and done. And you know what? We might just creep off into the 60s down in the south and southeastern portion of our viewing area. Not much going on Defender, but the clouds are hanging tight over central, northern, and western zones, and that's why we're a little bit cooler in those spots. We're at 54 in London, Jackson. Work your way down the Mountain Parkway. Go back towards central zones and northern zones, and that's why we're in the 40s, because of the cloud cover. These guys down south, you guys are actually feeling some of that sunshine and seeing it fly around the area. Planning ahead, I don't see anything going on the rest of the afternoon. Mid-50s expected, a pleasant evening too at 51 degrees, but we're really focused on this system back toward the west and toward the southwest. That's a system that's not going to move that much, and that means a lot of rain ahead as we work our way through the work week. I'll show you how much rain you can expect and when it starts flying on in here. Coming up.
Micah, thank you. A few roads in Frankfort are still closed this midday due to some flooding concerns. The high water has been receding all weekend, but with melting snow and more rain in the forecast, emergency management officials are worried the waters could rise again. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is in Franklin County now with reaction. Hillary?
With many areas like this one along the Kentucky River in downtown Frankfort still covered in water, emergency management officials are now also monitoring the possibility for heavy rains later this week. With the lingering snow left from what was nearly 2 feet now melting, there are several roads and parking lots throughout the county that are impassable and remain blocked off. It is safe to say the Kentucky River is gushing and well above what officials call the normal level. However, they say the fact that the river has now crested and is starting to fall is certainly a good thing with rainfall expected. Officials anticipate by Wednesday the river will fall to around 20 feet, which is still 13 feet above normal, but is 11 feet below flood stage. Unfortunately, they also expect it to then start rising again shortly after it goes down.
The warmer weather's here, but we're setting up for a flooding season right now till the river can get that back down to about 8 or 9 feet where it belongs. We're in the grips of Mother Nature right now.
And with the Kentucky River already up so high, emergency management officials say this could turn into a bad situation very quickly. And that is why they are asking everyone who lives along the river and in other flood-prone areas to pay close attention as this rain moves in. In Frankfort, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Hillary, thank you. And officials expect the water to move out of the areas that are still impassable by this evening. We have an update this midday regarding the water shortage in Estill County. Problems with the water system due to the recent flooding have emergency management officials asking all IMU and Estill Water District customers to conserve water while they work to resolve the issues. 2,000 households are without water. A water distribution center is now set up at the Estill County Fair Barn. We're tracking a crime alert near the UK campus. Police say someone broke into an apartment on Lexington Avenue around 3:30 this morning and stole a television and one of the victims' green 2011 Toyota RAV4. 3 people were sleeping inside at the time and they did not get a good look at the thief. So far, no arrests have been made. Meanwhile, some new technology is providing more protection to Kentucky students, faculty, and staff. The Live Safe app users can report crimes and share information with police on their smartphones. WKYT's Sean Moody is live on the UK campus now to show us how it all works. Sean?
Well, the University of Kentucky has these blue towers spread out across campus to help students get in touch with police if they need help. The student government president said this new app would be just like having one of those towers right here in your pocket. SGA President Jake Ingram said the biggest concern he hears from students is off-campus safety. He says the Live Safe app will have a big impact.
The university's done a lot to improve on-campus safety, and even our own survey data shows that students feel significantly safer on campus, and that's a great step forward. But here, we're able to take some of those same sort of safety environment tools and put them in the pockets of students everywhere.
The app connects users with the UK Police Department instantly. They can call for help, report tips, including pictures, video, or audio, or can have someone else monitor their location from the app while walking.
It's essentially a virtual buddy system. You know, as kids, your parents might say, you know, don't go anywhere unless you have your little brother with you, or always in twos. This is a way to do that, but virtually.
Students can also chat with UK police from within the app, and police can send out alerts.
Students are already sending in tips. So we can't release the details, of course, of what those tips have been, but we know that they're being used already.
And Ingram said about 1,000 people have downloaded Live Safe since it became available here at UK about 2 weeks ago. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. Live Safe was co-founded by a survivor of the Virginia Tech shooting. It's free for students and faculty to sign up. It will cost the university and student government $25,000 per year. Fayette County Schools is still searching for a new school superintendent, and they want your input. There will be 6 public forums this week. Tonight's forum starts at 6:30 at Central Office on Main Street. There will be 2 forums tomorrow, one at 11:30 at the Masterson Station Clubhouse and one at 6 o'clock at Sandersville Elementary. Well, prices at the pump continue to climb back from this year's recent lows. According to GasBuddy.com, the national average for a gallon of regular is ringing in at $2.46. That's up 28 cents from this time last month and down $1.03 from this time last year. Here in Kentucky, the average is much lower at $2.29 a gallon, with the lowest price sitting at $2.06 in Louisville, while the highest price is $3 in Somerset. In Lexington, drivers are paying $2.11 up to $2.19. Hillary Clinton is under fire over a growing email controversy which could imperil her likely bid for the White House. We'll have the latest next on Kentucky's #1 midday news. Also ahead, Kentucky native George Clooney's new bride is heading to law school across the pond. We'll tell you about her latest endeavor coming up on WKYT News at noon.